All right, big mess up. I was not recording, so I'm gonna have to summarize what went on. I did a German impulse where I activated this core. Okay. I moved a unit back from a clear terrain into a town because I'm not going to be doing an offensive move north. I also moved a couple of these pieces. This piece here, I moved over to here. A piece here, I moved up to here. So I want to start protecting this supply route. And then I played this stack attacking St Hubert. I played assault coordination to include this piece. Did my attack. The net result was one defender hit, which was absorbed by St Hubert. So unfortunately, I did not take that town once again. Then we switched to the Allied turn. I drew this card. There was no special for the day. There was no out of contact units to deploy. Nothing in the reserve box. They're only down one step, so I could not assign replacement points. They need to be down at least 2 steps. So we did the activation sequence. We had a fill the gap card, which nothing was eligible for. We had an attack card, which I'll come back to, and we had a pullback, so nothing needed to pull back. On the attack card, the only eligible piece, or stack, became a piece because of stacking limitations, was this 5th Armored, which moved up to here, attacked this piece, which was here. So one piece attacked one piece because it was only other units in the core to reinforce. No one else in the core could reach that, so it was a minor attack. There was one defender hit, so he retreated. The attacker took a step loss. And then we built an improved position on remaining pieces that did nothing in that core. And that was that. Okay, so we missed all that in detail, but that summarized it. So back to the German turn. Oh, and my replacement cards that I drew were these 2. No, I had fuel issues, and I did take note that I've got an air power tactic, so it'd be nice to use German air power sometime. Now, should I use, I could activate an OKW reserve, which would only activate hold on. Today is the 23rd. So the 10th SS was out of fuel. That's that stack. If I'm not mistaken, while in the reserve box, they had to have been given an out of fuel marker, and then that card would be removed. Okay, let me check if I could have deployed them to the map. Okay, all right. No fuel, 1451. I'm gonna pause and look this up. All right, it was in the rules errata as a clarification. German fuel shortages. In play includes units in map hexes and in the reserve box. Out of fuel units in the reserve box cannot be deployed to the map. So we're gonna back up time a little bit. So that card should have immediately put an out of fuel on that stack, and when I deployed that, the OKW reserves, that one would not have been included. I thus would have been put that stack would have been there. Okay. And well, I didn't have another card to draw to replace it anyway, so this is where we stand. So OKW stacks won't be moving. So that's what we got for the day. I don't need to be moving any of these. What can we do with these? 2 SS. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a reinforced battle. Okay, I'm going to activate that 2 SS Panzer Corps. I'm going to bring this unit backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to attack that town again. I'm going to use reinforced battle to include this stack. Any other moves by them? Before I forget, we're going to build improved positions. Might move him here. This one can build an improved position. That one's going to build, or I will move him down. No, let's just strengthen. Let's build an improved position on him. And build an improved position on him. That one we moved. All right. So the attack would be 2, one piece here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elite makes 5. The card makes 6. Isolated makes 7, 8. So it could be an 8-chit draw. So I'm not going to use the air power card. I'm going to save it for what may become a German attack on me. I mean, an Allied attack on me. Okay. Minimum draw is 1. I said the max was 8. All right. Defender has combined arms, as does the attacker. Okay, so I'm going to pull 7 more. I want my max here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. He is out of supply. There's no defender adjacent. He is out of supply. Everyone has armor. Defender is neither green nor elite. There's no artillery. It is a large attack. I think we're going to be okay. He is in a town, so that's going to nullify 1. So we end up with 2 defender hits. All right. The town absorbs the first hit. The second hit, you know, he cannot flip if he retreats, if he's even allowed to, because he's isolated. He loses a step because he would be going into a zone of control. So that piece is gone. Okay. It's not a second of 2, so no victory point. Well, we'll take a victory point for Houghton. Give that to me now, because I'm going to move in there. Throw my chits aside. Get my German marker. I do actually have to move into Houghton to claim it. All right, how do we want to move these? I don't see them mustering any huge attack down this way. There's already a piece there across the river. I'm going to be needing to get pieces this way. I do have quite a stack up here. Let's utilize him for a 2-hex advance and him for a 2-hex advance, because I can always use them this way to protect. And this is going to do a 2-hex advance this way because I want to start swinging some pieces over here. Do I want to go here or here? Let's take this road. I'm going to leave that infantry there too. I'll probably use him to swing this way as well. All right, that was successful. Discard and discard to the Allies. All right, no special. There's no reserve to deploy. No expedite on here. Assign 3 replacement points. They're only down. Oh, that will take effect. Okay. So assign 3 replacement points. The rule there is you have to be down at least 2 in order to do that. They're down 2 replacement points. This piece and that piece. So therefore they would assign up to 3 if they could. So it'll be as simple as flipping him back over to full strength and flipping this one back over to full strength. And that's that. And you know, there's other things like the hexes have to be in supply at this particular moment, which they obviously are. So that was quick and to the point. All right. It's in my interest to have this day end. So I could do an attack. And use a card. Let's see. I can always use that move one piece. If I look at my supply lines right now, this can go to here because it's a friendly. Now I'm on a road. There's a friendly. And I'm off the map. Okay. This guy is still out of supply. Or is he? Oh. That does not exert any zone of control now. So my 4 hexes could be 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a road. When we checked supply in the morning of today, this was not yet isolated. I had to check German supply first. So he became out of supply. After my supply check is when they did their supply check, he became isolated, no longer exerts zone of control. So he will actually become back in supply. So I don't need to try and create anything there. So potentially could be benefit to activate 1 unit down here and move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may do that because I was thinking of using this corps to do an attack and using air power up here. And then saving a card, I could do that and move 1 piece. So it would take 2 turns to use these up. Or there's a chance I could end the game and end the day on the next allied turn. I'm going to save that. Now, we're going to use this to activate 1 unit. Because I would like to at least get something up here. So activate 1 unit. Just use the one with the 4 strength. That's 1 movement point. That takes 4 more. That's all of his movement points. And obviously he has to stop. That's it. Okay, back to the Allied impulse. Okay. No special. There's nothing in the reserve box to deploy the 1st, 9th, 5th Armored. We will check for out of contact units that would then deploy using method A, which would mean we would have a proximate hex in the top of the map that's eligible there are none. So we will look to possibly activate the 1st, 9th, 5th Armored. You know, no IP placements are eligible on them because they already have them. So let's look at the rest of our activation sequence. Actually, do we have any that are out of contact? They're in contact, if they're in a hex with at least 5 steps, that has 4, or a strength of more than 8. All right, 7, 8, 9. So that hex has more than 8 strength. So that piece could be considered as out of contact, which means we're eligible to do the whole activation sequence. No one is wandering behind enemy lines. Those aren't eligible for this. I forgot why. Maybe if they're surrounded. So we'll draw our 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. In order, it will be attack, elite attack, open supply line. Okay. Again, we're only looking at the 1st, the 9th, and the 5th. Starting with the lowest numbered. 1st, 9th, and 5th. So, and only up through 19. So we're not even looking at that piece. That's O2. So we're going to start with the O2 piece. Is the unit stack greater than a proximate German? We just went through this an impulse or 2 ago. He's not. None of those will be. 9th. Unit stack greater than. No. No. That's not even LS. The 1st. No, these are not. Those cannot lead an attack. I'm not even going to look at them. So the attack card goes bye-bye. Now we have elite. So now it's if the unit stack is more than double. If elite, just greater than or equal to. So we just went through that with the attack. None of those were eligible. So none are going to become eligible now. Okay. Open supply line. Is a unit proximate to an empty hex that if occupied by that unit would enable allied units currently unable to trace supply to do so. Or unit unable to trace supply, blah, blah, blah. Nothing up here is out of supply. So that card is of no concern. How about these guys? 1st, 9th, and 5th. That's the wrong divisions anyway. So nothing with open supply line will be used. They already dealt with building improved positions, their last impulse. So that card does ends up doing nothing. So back to we're going to make this our last German impulse. We're going to activate that core. And we're going to go ahead and do an attack on that hex using the air power. Oh, wait a second. There's also a bridge engineers. I'm going to hold that card. So yes, we're going to activate those. So I'm going to be giving the Allies potentially another impulse. If on the Allied impulse I can use air power, I'll do that. If I still have this card at the end, I'll figure out somewhere to build a bridge, which will give them another turn too, which would be unfortunate. So we will activate XVII. We'll go ahead and attack that square with whoever is eligible from them. Or, no, skip that attack. Yeah, we'll do it. We will do the attack because they're not going to get to draw a Allied command card. All right. So the minimum draw is 2. Fortunately, it's an elite piece. So there's 2. Look at that. If I would have played the air power card, it would have worked. No, it wouldn't have. So let's see if we have a large attack. They're also in broken. That figures. And it's going to be 1, 2, good grief. I didn't know I was so weak. 2 is the max. Oh. No, it's not a large attack. That was probably ill-advised. So that's it. The max draw is 2. And it's D-1 and D1, so it's a net of nothing. So what I should have done is assigned 1 replacement point. Oh well. Back to the Allies. Oh. Okay, U.S. 1st, 7th Corps. No special for the day. No reserves to deploy. We'll check for out of contact. All right, out of contact. So we only have, oh, here we go. Nope. There we go. 84th. In contact. This one here is out of contact. Okay. So can he, next question, can he deploy? Yes, he can, using method A. So his deploy zone is from this line up. And I believe that is going to be a valid hex. Okay. So we could go through all those deployment rules, which is going to ask, is a hex proximate to a German? That one is. Is it in danger of surround? It is not. It's not next to an ally, etc., etc. That's the only valid hex. So as simple as that. Was he in Ufet? Even if he was here, he would protect the VP hex if I had a unit within 2 hexes or if I had a German unit proximate, which I do not in either case. So he is deployed here. And that's the end of that card. So I have 1 more to play. Never got to use my air power there. Where might we build a bridge? I don't think I can build one here because that's in a Allied zone of control. I'm becoming less concerned down here. Let's just simply repair one of these down here. Let's just repair one. There. That bridge has been fixed. The one that was there. All right. That was one of the most lackluster cards I could have played. Oh. No. I want to repair this bridge. Otherwise, these guys would have supply line issues. So there, that bridge is fixed. So that was a good move. All right, final impulse of the day. That's a messy looking one. All right, no special for the day. There's no reserves there. We'll check for out of contact, XVII. It's the entire Airborne Corps. XVII. He's technically out of contact because of the number of strength in that. Those are in contact. Yep, he's in contact. These are not. Well, they are, but they have more than 5 steps. Next is to see if there's any positions using deployment method A, which would be from this line up. Again, hex proximate, not subject to German surround, so I don't need to look down here. I think I plugged the only spot. Yeah, so no deploy. There's nothing to expedite, nothing in the next day's box. Assign 2 replacement points. So if they're down, they are. So they're down at least 2. That piece is down. And that piece is down. That's all we need to look at. The hexes are able to trace supply at this point in time. Oh, yes, because he can go 1, 2, and he's off to the races. So we will give them back a strength point and a strength point, or a step. Okay. And that concludes December 23rd. Remove any out of fuel markers. Remove any dispersed units. None. Okay. All right. Well, things are looking a little better for the German. If I can pound this part of the map and keep the British 30th at bay and keep my supply line through the middle of the map open.